Hey guys, Dan Hood, Big DH3000 here. Got a new phone, so I can do things a little differently. For the first time, I can focus selfies, so we'll turn the phone around so I can watch what's going on the whole time, and I can also focus as we go. You see my finger coming up at the thing like this, it just means I'm focusing the phone. Anyway, uh, this is Metbro core. Metrograde took the Metbro core, sized it down, tweaked it a little bit. I'll explain this in a minute. But it looks like this. It's got Corian scales. I can't remember. It's been sitting on a shelf for a while. It's one of those things where, yeah, it needed a final sand, but let's see if we could focus it on there. Less of me and more of this. You can see I got a shiny finish, satin on the aluminum. Let me explain these. You've seen me use Chicago screws a couple of times, but there's also, for lack of a better term, they're called brats, I believe. A lot of times you see them with hooks sticking out on this edge, okay? So with the hooks, you kind of put it down in the hole like this. Since there's a hole here, I'll just show you. There's a hole here. You drop it in, and usually you hammer it into the wood so that the hooks that stick out the bottom stick to the wood, and then you've now got a way you can either put the screw in this way. Here, let me get this. You can even put it in this way, or you can also set it so that you got the whole, let me see if I can do this right, got the whole hole, and then you can screw it in from the other side, okay? That's obviously the way we're going to do this. The nice thing about this brat is, first off, it's got a slightly bigger head, okay? Same neoprene rubber washer. The good thing is it is so much easier to, these are very hard to find, just like the Chicago screws. Once you find them, I've found most success of finding this kind of stuff at Lowe's. Home Depot doesn't have much out of the normal ordinary, but Lowe's, Ace Hardware, and several other places are a little bit more prone to have the weird hardware things. Anyway, take this, okay, put the neoprene washer on it. You can either cut a hole in your bands and put your bands over it, or you can just put the edge of the bands under here, just like a flip clip or whatever. Come to the other side, take the screw, put it through the washer, okay, stick the washer, stick it all in here, and then you just take a screwdriver. The nice thing about this, you can actually get it tighter than Chicago screws because it's all steel and it's all metal. There are metal Chicago screws and there are brass Chicago screws and all that. They come in a variety of colors. They're just tough to find, and there are ways to get them, but they're a lot harder to find out, except for aluminum ones, and the aluminum ones wear out quickly, which is kind of why I like this system. You can see that too. This system was actually developed by Mike McClure, MJ, as most of you know him. He just went one day, he couldn't find Chicago screws, he found these, he worked from there, and next thing you know, he kind of had this system, okay? That's kind of what I do at Home Depot. Now, you can see that if you can't find a precise right length of screw, this is actually right. It doesn't look right here, but once you put the thickness of band behind it, that'll disappear. If it doesn't, you can always put another washer on this side, buy a shorter screw if you can't find it, put another washer on this side, or put a neoprene, like a rubber washer, on this side. Anyway, this is actually going out to a friend as a Christmas present, which is why you won't see this video till after Christmas. I'll be holding it until then. But Merry Christmas, Jeremy. Enjoy it.